Hello and welcome to episode 80 of Convos and Chill Dirty Talk Sessions. I'm your host, Dirty, and this is my co-host and my wife. She's a Phoenix.
Hey guys, what's up?
It's very good to be back and bringing back very huge news as like our guest tonight. It's the first female promoter from Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of things it's interesting in that statement itself.
Exactly.
And her name is Gigi. She goes by the name of Gigi Arabia. And to be honest with you, I don't even know her real name. But it's good to know her on this, we just
on a personal level, a bit more.
On our personal level, which is like the Convos and Chill standards.
Method, yeah.
So without any further but the thing is, like, we don't know much about her because she's like really new in the scene, and being the first female in Saudi as a promoter doing local gigs and metal gigs and stuff like this, it's a huge achievement. So
and I'm highly inquisitive about this. So
it's kind of like we're actually honored to have her on board, and we can talk to her and dig all the nitty gritty shit of the whole thing. And
right,
without any further ado, let's get Gigi Arabia on the board. Gigi, welcome to Convos and Chill Dirty Talk Sessions.
Welcome.
Hello, thank you guys so much. Thank you for the introduction.
Oh, no worries.
Yeah, it's funny that you said we don't know much about her, because actually I've been in the background for a long time. I never really put myself out there. So a lot of people still have a lot of questions about me, because I actually only went public after we launched Heavy Arabia.
Yeah.
So I'm here to answer questions, since a lot of people have a lot of questions about me as a person.
We have a lot of questions.
Yes, exactly. And also people in the comments, whoever want to ask anything, please do let us know so that we can ask her. And
just drop your question in the comment section. And I see your Arabic followers, they're typing in Arabic. Okay, I understand that, but my wife doesn't understand it.
I know few words like shukran and stuff, so I can get by.
Yeah, she can order her shawarmas, that's it.
That's the most important thing, believe me. Just buy and order food.
Yeah. So let us know something about you, like as a basis, like just introduce yourself.
Introduce yourself in your own words.
Okay, cool. So again, hello guys, I'm Gigi, and I go by the name Gigi Arabia. That's pretty much my stage name, if you will, or I just use it to, to associate myself with Heavy Arabia. This is where the Arabia part comes from, like Heavy Arabia, Gigi Arabia. And I am a daytime lecturer at a health sciences college here in Riyadh.
Whoa.
And I've been doing this promotion and artist management thing on the side. I am here to really bring change and to make change and make things happen for the scene that is most loyal to their artists and bands.
Absolutely right.
After a long time, things are actually happening in Saudi Arabia, and I know how you guys are very excited for this news, and you guys are just going like full swing on this thing, and you guys are not waiting. You guys been waiting to do such a thing, and for you to be the first female promoter out of the whole thing, because we mostly know it's I mostly know men who are organizers, but for me, it really catched my eye that it really catched my eye.
Yeah, I mean it's such a.
Fawaz is in the house, so creative waste, dude. Thanks a lot, Fawaz, for dropping by, man. Fawaz was on the show with us as well, last year, so we talked.
Thank you so much for everyone that dropped by and wants to see us talk to Gigi. And
I mean, it is interesting. It is very interesting.
And I mean, in a country like Saudi Arabia, to have such an opportunity, it's already commendable, and I'm happy that now there is place for other people to be inspired to follow her footsteps as well. So I'm most excited that what will come out of this. So if you can just give us like a brief about explanation about Heavy Arabia and how did it come along and everything.
Was it like this childhood dream that you always wanted to like be a promoter? How would like how long was it in the works? You know?
Yeah,
I can imagine.
That's a very good question, actually. So, if we go back in time, I've always wanted to be a rock star. You know, just like every teenager's dream.
Yeah.
And I picked up my first guitar at like 14, probably, and I started doing covers.
Okay.
Just like the covers of rock songs. And I remember I used to join those weird, if you remember them, like Yahoo chat rooms. You know.
Oh my lord, those
you
chat
Talking about
you
like
unlock memories.
2005, yeah, or 2000, yeah, 2004, 2005. So we used to go there and do like our own battle of the bands, whatever. Like we would say, okay, who can play this song? And then you hear like the most distorted guitar ever with like, you know, a $10 microphone, you know.
What $10, man? Like cheaper?
Not even $10. And I remember that's where I started building my community. That's where I started making friends in the community. We didn't know nothing about each other. We didn't know what we looked like, whatever. And then I joined forums when forums became a thing. Then there was this like a thread, because you know you have a forum threads, and there was a thread for guitarists, for Saudi guitarists. I went there. I met my very good friend Yusuf Al-Eid, or he goes by J Eid. He's also a very famous guitar player in Saudi. He uploads a lot of covers.
Oh, that's nice.
His favorite tracks and stuff. And he was like, Gigi, how about we make a band? You know, because back then, like it was almost impossible to know about musicians out there.
Yep.
So we did our own thing. We did an instrumental project. I'm not gonna say the name.
Because everyone's gonna go look for it. Yeah.
Well, like we still have some of our tracks on YouTube. That's why I don't want to say the name. But
Okay.
yeah. So, anyways, so we did our own thing. He was the lead guitarist. I was the rhythm guitarist, and I was also the pianist.
Okay.
So we did that for a couple of years. We put out some tracks, and then fast forward to 2009, I had to quit the band, and because I had already started college and I needed to studies and all of that. So, and you know, you would ask, okay, so did you want to do music in college? I wanted to, but there was no chance to do it back then in Saudi. The choices were very limited. I really wanted to do audio engineering or production or something like that. And there was no chance for me to even study abroad because my brother was studying abroad at the time.
Okay.
So, you know, it was a lot of expenses. So I was like, okay, what am I good at? Thought about it. Like, okay, I'll just do languages. So, so I studied languages and translation. And I still, like, I still learned a lot about heavy metal and rock, you know, and we were those like you know, those like popular kids with like the seam hair, you know, in college.
We were the you know,
the black sheep.
Yeah, the black sheep.
We just
of
stand
that
out
community.
no matter what.
Yeah, exactly. So we had our own like rock communities, whatever, at college, and then fast forward, I graduated. Again, like I couldn't pursue anything in music or concert promotion or anything entertainment related. So I went to academia and I started my academic journey. And then fast forward to 2019, this great guy that we all know called Mu'tasam Qabbani from Middle East Records.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Came along and he was like, Gigi, you show up to a lot of shows. You seem to be really into this kind of music. You go to all of these festivals every summer. You attend all of these shows abroad. Do you want to be part of the live industry? And I was like, hell yes, please.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and actually, I like every time somebody asks me, how did Heavy Arabia start? it was because of Mu'tasim Qabban.
And talking about the devil, the guy himself is in the comment section.
100 years. The dude's gonna live 100 years.
He's already here.
Yeah.
Okay.
We rarely see him. Yeah, we rarely see him around here. But Mu'tasim, welcome back, bro.
I know. How are you? I hope everything's okay.
Thanks a lot for joining us.
Oh my God, hi Mu'tasim. By the way, I can't see the comments and they're not even like uploading, so I don't even know that he's there. But if he's there, he deserves to hear this. Like, he really deserves to hear this.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so awesome.
You just summoned Mu'tasim. It's like someone is talking about Mu'tasim, welcome. And Gigi was explaining the whole thing that you've been advising her to pick up this whole promoter thing, and so carry on, Gigi, where you were explaining it actually.
Yeah. So that was in 2019, and I was already familiar with everything. Not everything, but I was aware to some extent about the live industry in general, because my close circle are all artists, and they always talk to me about how their tours are happening, or issues that they face and whatever. So I already had an idea, but I never studied it formally, or did it, or had any hands-on experience
as a career.
Exactly. So Mu'tasim Qabban was like, okay, let's do this together. Let's start small. There is this show. Let's do it together. I will walk you through the whole process, whatever. So he started showing me all sorts of templates. I was like, okay, this is the technical writer. This is what we call the production, whatever. This is this. This is how offers are negotiated. He talked about everything. He turned every stone in the live industry for me. And so we did the first show together. I liked it. It was.
Which show was it?
It was the Omnium Gatherum show in 2019. It was in March.
Was it in?
I think it was in El Barrio. Yeah.
It was here in Dubai.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then he was like, okay, do you want to take a bigger risk and do a bigger show? I was like, okay, sure. So then we did Sepultura together.
Nice.
Yeah, at Hard Rock Cafe. So, and then after that, I went on a 70-day trip in Europe. I did a lot of festivals. I was pretty much in the backstage, just seeing how things are happening, talking to my artist friends. They would even introduce me to other people in the industry and saying that I'm a newbie,
okay.
How to talk to each other, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then I wanted to start studying this thing formally. I wanted to do it professionally. And so we came back from summer 2019, and I started kind of self-learning about the industry. Started taking a few courses here and there. And then in 2020, that's when I decided to create Heavy Arabia. So I started developing the concept of Heavy Arabia in February 2020. I designed the logo that you see today in 2020.
Wow.
In 2020, a lot of things happened.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God. Don't even get me started. Yes. So, it crushed our dreams.
Yeah.
Believe me.
Yep.
So we developed the branding and everything 2020. Then COVID hit, of course, and I took the chance actually to learn more about the industry during the pandemic. I studied the Saudi market. I started checking out sound charts. I wanted to see what people are listening to, where they're listening to these music or these kind of songs. Unfortunately, that was the first. That was the first obstacle, because all the charts that I checked, I subscribed to many software programs, and I couldn't find data on the Middle East in general. So it turned out that probably all the shows that happened in the Middle East were just out of a gut feeling, like, oh, maybe this band will draw, but we never had tangible data. That's okay, there are this many listeners on Spotify, or there's this many followers on YouTube, or on a specific channel.
Yeah.
So that was an issue. And I remember I contacted these companies and I'm like, do you have any data that I can look at? I wanted to see how many heavy metal listeners do we have in Saudi or in the region? And they always told me, oh, okay, but can you wait just one more month? We're going to add Anghami to the system. I'm like, okay, I'm going to wait another month. So I did. They added Anghami. I took that Anghami. It was still useless. Like they still never gathered data.
I understand.
Interesting.
Yeah, like the streaming platforms are there, but there was just no data. And I'm like what's happening? Are people pirating music here? Like what's happening? Like where do they listen?
Yeah,
like
some probably. Yeah,
you can't tell what people are listening to. So I was like, I'll just follow my guts, you know.
Yeah.
And
that's
maybe,
how we do it.
yeah, you know, we just need to start. And then I was ready. I developed a corporate profile. I had already designed the wireframes for the website. So everything was ready by early 2021. I just wanted the green light.
Nice.
Okay.
Because, you know, events were still restricted in 2021.
Yep.
And, you know, it didn't make sense for me to register the company in the government, you know, without anything happening.
Right, yeah.
So I remember was it July? I think it was July or August. I think it was August. The government announced that they're lifting all restrictions on entertainment just in time for Riyadh season. I think that was the only reason why
I think that was around the time that the guys were starting like making gigs in the cafes and stuff like this. Yeah, like couple of months, like it was like last year. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Not far off. It's like 7-8 months back. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like we still had some restrictions. They're like, okay, you can only have this many people on a table if it was like a live show at a cafe, whatever.
Yeah, which no one gives a.
When I saw that, so when I saw that things were, you know, improving, I was like, okay, now it's time to register the company.
Right.
So I did that in September, and I registered Heavy Arabia as a trademark as well in December, because it was a 3-month process to register it as a trademark, just in preparation for our first event. Do you want me to talk about the struggles of after I registered?
I mean,
you can go about it
like,
as
we are like. I mean, the thing is like, you know,
your
just,
story,
it's,
so
like the red carpet is all yours. For us hearing this at like, you know, it's just like first-hand news. You know, we are not in Saudi. We are in Dubai, and we know how shit works in Dubai. And we know like, I know Mutassim since 2005, and I'm like, I'm myself. I'm a musician, and you know, like I know a lot. Like I know all of them, so I know how this shit happens here.
Yeah, I saw that you're in a band, by the way. I checked out your band. That is so cool. Can you tell everyone what your band is called?
Oh.
No, it's me asking you questions.
Oh, he's shy. You put him on the spot.
I mean, it's short form AKB, but it's Alpha Kenny Buddy. It's like 3 words. If you say it fast, all together.
Alpha Kenny Buddy.
Is there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks a lot for the new follower. Thank you very much. By the way, before we go through the struggles, let me read a couple of the comments that everyone is like, you know, been, you know, your crew is like Latif21, welcome all. Bullet, thank you very much for joining us. Snack Hala is saying hi. Ramadan Kareem from Official Entropia.
Oh, Ramadan Kareem to everyone.
Yeah,
Entropia? Did you say Entropia?
Yeah, Entropia. Yeah.
Oh my God. Big heart for Entropia. My dude.
Thank you very much, Entropia, for joining us. T Philly, thank you very much, bro, for the subscription tier 1. Thank you very much, T Philly. Dan, you're a legend, man. Yep. He's like, whoa, look at the jacket. Yeah, I know. I'm just feeling cold. And T Philly saying we got family over, so we'll catch up later. No worries, man. Take care. And Official Entropia is saying, Arhabi.
What?
Arhabi? I maybe this is Saudi slang. I don't understand.
There you go. You can speak Arabic. That's cool.
I'm actually an Arab.
Oh damn! I'm so sorry about that. That is so of me.
No worries, no worries. He's half Iranian, half Arab. So
I play. أنا ألعب الحبلين.
الحبلين. Oh my god. I apologize.
No need.
It just made it hilarious.
Believe me, I get it all the time, especially when I travel abroad, and people would see me, like if we kind of look alike, you know, and they start talking to me in Persian, or they talk to me.
Wait! Don't even go there. Look at her.
I suffer with that a
Look
lot.
at her. Okay, without hearing her, what's the first thing? Like when we were dating, I told her she's Pakistani or Jordanian.
Nowhere close to that.
And she's like, just take a wild guess. Where do you think she's from?
He does this on every guest show.
No, because she brought it up.
Okay.
You know, sometimes, you know, I really hate that question, you know, because you don't want to be like offensive. And you
No,
don't
no, not at all, not at all.
No.
You can go ahead and guess.
Oh Lord, why would you do that?
Anyway, until you guess, I'm gonna read the rest of the comments.
Yes.
Fawaz from Creative Ways, thank you very much, Fawaz, dude. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you guys.
Has 13 the Reaper is in the house. Zach LXLL, we are proud of you. Gigi Motassim, as we talked about.
All the support.
Undead Faisal, Gigi rocks. Official Entropia saying Kafu Gigi. And Entropia saying, can we have iftar break, dude? Go ahead, man.
Yes,
Sorry.
Please. Yes, please.
And Twitchy saying, Gigi, we love you.
Oh my God, Twitchy is an amazing artist from Jeddah. You guys should check him out.
For sure.
Yeah, he's amazing.
And
I met him at XP at a conference.
Oh, nice. And he's saying Heavy Arabia is going to be a success in the MENA region for sure, man. Obviously, with this whole, I mean, we yet to hear the struggles. So
exactly.
Things need to work out.
Yeah.
You know? So these are the comments.
And also there's someone in the comments called Crippled Wizard. Dude, I don't know if it's a dude or dudette, but I love that name.
Dude or dudette. We need a festival that has all the local bands.
Crippled Wizard. What a name. What a name.
Okay.
Crippled Wizard. We need a festival that has all the local bands in
like a battle of bands kind of. Dude, preach to the choir. I mean, this is something that metalheads everywhere need, irrespective of the place.
I don't want to talk because we have Gigi to focus on Gigi, because if I open that,
even we have friends all the way over in Oregon and USA, and they face the same issue even though they're in USA, and local bands are not getting that kind of exposure, and all those issues that we face in the Middle East is also happening there. So it's not like it's widespread issue, you know. So yeah.
I mean, guys, especially when it comes to heavy metal, let's be very honest. And you know, this is something that everyone needs to know. Like everyone in the
world,
Middle Eastern heavy metal scene, that heavy metal is still frowned upon even abroad. You know, so imagine. You know, heavy metal bands are even struggling abroad, especially the new ones. Let alone heavy metal bands in
the Middle East,
you know. Exactly. So it takes time, but it also takes effort from everyone. You know, everyone needs to continue the puzzle. So I'm a promoter, someone else can be a manager, someone else can be whatever, you know, and we continue the puzzle, and then we can make things happen. So it takes cooperation, it takes collaboration.
In my opinion, sorry to cut you off, it takes clean intentions.
Yeah, and a lot of unified minds.
A lot of egotistical motherfuckers are there in this whole
totally agree.
this scene that it just ruins it for others. That, you know, it's kind of a frustration when it comes even to the creative side of the things.
Exactly.
Sorry to cut you off, but I just had to say that.
Also, this kind of affects the fans as well, because of all this politics we suffer. Like, you know, we want music, dude. Like, why? You know?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Stop crying, Gigi. It's fine. I know it's
No,
hard.
I have coffee. But believe me, I do need coffee in my eye to wake up. I don't just need to drink it.
Wow, she drops coffee at her eye. So hardcore.
I know, right?
But yeah, as you said, you know, everyone that take their occupation seriously and helps the community, which we are, we are even combining Dubai with Jordan, with Bahrain, with Saudi. All of us combined, we're still not even, what, 5,000 people?
Exactly. Oh my God. And this proves also another point that I wanted to talk about, but since you brought it up, now with collaboration and cooperation, and you said, we have a lot of ego, and I don't know, but the main thing that I've been struggling with as well is that people say, so what's in it for me?
Oh, okay,
I can do this, but what are you gonna give me? It's all about, it's still about that, going after the money, and stuff like that. And they just miss the point, that this is a scene that is still underground. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not established.
Let's just bring it above ground and normalize it, make it normal. And then we can talk about all of these, stuff. And of course, nothing is for free, but that's the first thing usually, the first thing that people bring up as soon as you bring something to the table. Okay, but how much though? You know what I mean? I'm like, do you get it? Let's first talk about what we can do together and how we can help each other and how we can make things happen without worrying about even
profits,
authority, because that's something that people find difficult to navigate, and I'm telling them that the point of Heavy Arabia is to be the legal face of the scene. It's just tell me what we can do together so we can do the paperwork.
Yeah.
And give you peace of mind that you can go on stage, and not worry about not even bad publicity because you're protected, so stuff like that. But they're like, yeah, but how much are you gonna pay me?
It's always the money.
Back to the cycle, yeah.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I don't blame them because still some heavy metal bands and artists are still not aware of how the business works, but we're getting better, I promise. I can see that happening already.
Regarding that, I want to read a couple of the comments because we got Dusky Dusk saying,
oh, hello, Dusk.
Saying we need more metalheads. It is a shame. And Entropia is saying, Dusky Dusk, we're good. Latif is saying, let's rise it. Okay. Moja's Sound saying there is money in making music, ? Exactly, bro. I'm on that with you.
Yeah.
Dusky is saying it was always and will always be about the money. About the music. And then he follows up, money comes later. And the Reckoner 1995 saying great idea, Gigi, keep it up. And Official Entropia saying you're the best, Gigi.
Well, I feel that once these bands and these promoters and everyone will understand that there are metalheads out there everywhere. They're just, if there is an organization like Heavy Arabia arranging all these events, I'm sure that they will all come out of the underground, and there are so many of them that are willing to pay for merch. They're willing to pay for the tickets. They're willing to pay for the CDs. They want everything. So it's just about this one chance that is given to the fans and the bands, and once that is organized, everyone will get their reward in the end anyways. It's just about that first step.
Yes, you're absolutely right. And since Dusk said we need more metalheads, and I remember I said that in our soft launch. I said, there are metalheads out there. We don't even know that they're metalheads because they look like everyone else. Because we're not in Europe, In Europe, you can spot a metalhead. You go, oh, okay, that guy with the chains, the leather jacket, long hair, whatever, They want to be identified, as metalheads. But here in Saudi, or even in the Middle East in general, they can be in thobs, and shmaq, and and they're metalheads.
Yeah.
And I remember at our soft launch, I invited, of course, my friends, and some of my friends showed up, and they ran into their colleagues they're all bankers. Imagine. They're
Wow.
all
Okay.
bankers. I had no idea
Yeah.
that they both liked metal. And they're like,
Okay.
"What the hell are you doing here?" Like, no, what are you doing
That
here?
is
You know,
so cool.
I just saw you, this afternoon. Like,
Nice, nice,
yeah.
nice, nice.
Yeah, I mean, it's
they're out.
it's astonishing that you bring it up, because I know a artist that makes all these black metal logos and stuff, and she listens to hardcore death metal, black metal, and she's called at
the one.
Nar Sanity.
Oh, that one.
Yeah,
Okay.
she's hardcore, and I've never I wanted to bring her on the show, and she's from like a traditional background and stuff, and because of all the restrictions and stuff, I couldn't bring her, and I felt bad because there is so much talent, and there are so many people who are in the metal scene in different ways, as an artist or as like an instrument, or they just get held down because of few reasons, and they don't get to put themselves out there. So if someone so if you're creating the opportunity, definitely there will be hundreds that will come out of the underground and to just support. Like, for example, I like to support bands. Like, I'll buy their shirts, I'll go to the event as much as I can. I mean, I've recently got the freedom with marriage, so I myself, I'm like coming out of the underground myself, so I understand there's the struggle of people there, you know.
Yes.
And
It's just like, like, okay, my only advice to you is that, okay, you're doing a great job growing the community. Okay, you are gathering up whoever, you know, been lost. They didn't know there is a community such as, like, you know, metalhead communities exist in Saudi Arabia, and now everyone is coming out from the ground, and, like, you know, we're here, we're, you know, you guys are representing it. One advice.
yes.
Do not trust everyone, okay? That's the first thing I will tell you, because, you know, Motasim can back me up if he's still in the comments. There was a lot of organizers here in Dubai. Even though Dubai being an open place with bars and everything, we still had fucking lot of tackles here and there.
Yeah.
So, but
I
coming
think
back...
I'm aware of a couple of things.
Okay,
I'm aware of a couple of stories. But yeah, go ahead.
The point I'm trying to make is that it's maybe a couple of more notches more tighter for you guys, because when it comes to Saudi, they're very tighter on these type of thing. They don't want that bad image. So, like, for us, they said that they're bringing down a satanic ban and there's a satanic ritual happening, and I'm like, what the the hell is this?
It just
Like, you know, here you go. Motasim is saying, please don't remind me. He's laughing. So
everyone knows this,
keep an eye on people like this.
PTSD, حياتي معتصم. Yeah, I remember what happened.
So you know, people like these gonna, like, tackle you, and in my opinion, such events can really set you back, especially in Saudi.
Yeah. It's so funny that you said this. So I remember before I even launched Heavy Arabia, I did a risk management study.
Okay.
And one of the first things, you know, that we wrote in the report was that we could have bad publicity, like, you know, Abadat Shayateen or whatever, you know, all of that stuff.
That means Satan.
But
Damn.
Satan. Yeah,
He
but
has to translate everything.
yeah, but you know, thankfully, I don't know how to explain this.
You're
but
trying to put it in the best way possible, but you can't find a way to explain it.
No, not only that. The only thing that reassures me, you know, as an event organizer or producer or promoter, is that here in Saudi, if you get an approval for an event, believe me, they did their homework.
Wallah. Okay.
Yes, they did their homework, and you know, now we're trying to license a couple of future events. They, of course, like, we send them all the IDs of all the performers. We send them even their social media handles. They check out everything. They check out how people are talking on social media. They, you know, even if they have to do some kind of like a criminal record check or whatever, like, they do their homework. They check their songs. They check their artwork. They check everything. So once we get the approval, which can take a long time, and you know, this is something that I keep telling bands, you know, you need to be patient with that.
Yeah,
we are in the clear. Like, we are okay.
That's great. At least if you have the confirmation that the government is going through the whole backlog of the artists, and it will not create any issues back, later on. That's amazing, man. You don't need to worry about anything.
That won't bring up any hurdles in future as well. So,
exactly. So we don't expect any like sudden cancellations, or like what happened in Dubai years ago. You need to even send the government the whole agenda, minute by minute. They want to know about what you do, like minute by minute. Literally, you have to put like a timeline for everything. And of course, they send people to make sure that you're on plan. And so that inshallah, that's not an issue. But I remember at our soft launch, which happened on the 31st of March, just one day before Ramadan. I was, of course, like running around, making sure everyone is having a good time. So I had like this dish with me with like cake pops, and I was just trying to give everyone cake pops. And I left the venue where the live music was happening. I'm like, okay, these people don't look like metalheads, but I'll go check what's happening. So I was like, oh, go ahead, please have some cake pops, and they were like, what is this? Like we walked into this place by accident. What's happening? Who are you guys? And there were like 3 old ladies. Like moms. Like proper moms,
That's hilarious.
And I'm like, and I'm like, oh, like you could just come and check it out, you can come and join us. And they're like, what the hell? No, like this is scary, And I insisted they had dinner, and they're like, no, thank you.
Oh my God.
But it was really funny, because I kept chatting with them, trying to tell them like what's happening. Like, yeah, but is this licensed? Like, is this? I'm like, yes, it is. Like
that's the thing. It's kind of a
that just shows like what you have to deal with there. Even on a smaller scale like that.
Even to explain it is kind of like you need to.
Yeah.
It's the point is that you need to make them understand, because they were not like how to say it?
Familiarized
with this. It's not. They just saw it maybe in the movies or something. It's something that they didn't pay attention to.
And sometimes metalheads are portrayed in such a horrific manner in some media. So
let's address
I won't
the
be
elephant
surprised.
in the fucking room. Gigi's attire in the video, which is crazy. You got the burqa, but it's like your own style of.
Love it.
So it's like it's crazy.
Yeah.
It is a burqa. I mean,
like a metal version of burqa.
Yeah, metal. As I said, it's like a replica, like a representation of it, a variation.
Since you mentioned that, do you want to ask her about the?
Okay.
Or do you want to still continue with?
I want to read a couple of the comments because a lot of people are talking and they're actually backing your whole idea up, and they're really connecting with you. Rand D1998 saying we just need to make a community. The Reckoner saying you gotta look at the. This is regarding the part you were talking about, those 2 bankers finding out that they were metalheads.
Yeah.
So the Reckoner 1995 saying you're gonna look at the part emo. And Crippled Wizard saying I remember in 2018 they told me why you're not allowed to enter the mall because you have a long hair. We were in the soft launch and we didn't and then Entropia saying we were in the soft launch and we didn't know what was happening there. Moja's sound is saying I think Nars did the Entropia logo if I'm not mistaken.
No way! What a small world.
Nice.
I just mentioned her and she designed the logo of Entropia.
What are you talking about then? Okay.
So here you go.
She's Nars Sanity.
What a small world.
Fuck. I wanted to bring her.
I didn't have the chance to tell you. Like, can you please repeat her name, because I wanna reach out to her and see how we can help her, even like include her in the community.
Please do. She is amazing. Yeah. She designs logos.
She's already designing logos for our local
there
metal
you
bands.
go.
Awesome.
Yeah. Please.
So you already have,
if you want, I can send her Instagram page to you, and you can just reach out to her. She's badass as well.
Yeah.
I think we're following each other even. I don't know. I need to.
Yeah. You know, the point when I made don't trust a lot of, I mean, some people, Dusky Dusk 94 is saying, a couple of people came to mind when you said don't trust nobody already. And Entropia is laughing, the Dusky Dusk was laughing, and
I'm already following Entropia.
Bad Caleb,
Jesus.
Bad Caleb saying, been called a Satanist just because of my artwork as well. The Moses replying to the Reckoner, appreciate the support, stay tuned. The Satanist stigma is tough here. Having Futur now. Have fun with the stream, folks.
Enjoy, guys.
Take care. Steel Shout, thank you very much for dropping by, man. By the way, Steel Shout is a Saudi Arabian podcast channel as well. Give him a shout out.
Yeah,
I love Ace. He's the best, and believe me, like Ace made a huge difference in our launch. Our launch was exclusive through Steel Shout.
Yep.
Wow, that's awesome.
And yeah, like he was probably the first person who knew about Heavy Arabia, and I reached out to him. Do you mind me talking about that part? Because I feel like
please go ahead.
Stop asking me.
Permission,
what
please.
the hell, man?
Yeah.
Just go
I don't know.
ahead.
You're
This
reading
is
from.
yours. Yes.
No. Yeah. There's like few more. I'm gonna read them later. I need to talk about your attire as well. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Because I need to give credit to Ace.
I
I remember reaching out to Ace. Like I've always admired Ace, to be honest. I remember when I went to the Halloween show in October 2021, and I saw him at the Halloween show in Jeddah.
Okay.
I was like almost starstruck because he's awesome. Like he's such a valuable person in the community, and I was like, Ace, like I need to talk to you soon about some project, whatever. He's like, yeah, okay, sure. And he was very busy. So months later, I reached out to him again. I'm like, do you remember this random chick, at the Halloween show who told you that I want to talk to you about some project? I have this project and I want to launch it, and you're doing amazing in the scene. And I know you're very close to the scene as well. Everyone loves Ace, like as a person, cool. And he's been supportive to all bands. So I really trusted him. And when it comes to business, you need to pick up the people that are trustworthy. So when they talk about you, that they will, good stuff will happen. Yeah. So I reached out to him. I was like, okay, so I have this project, whatever. Can we do this through Steel Shout? And he was more than happy to do it, even though like he was super busy. Like he's a dentist. Imagine like
wow, really? That guy is a dentist who doesn't look like a dentist.
Imagine. and can you see like the contribution that he's doing?
Exactly.
That's insane.
Like,
all right.
The amount of like literally his feed never stops.
Yeah.
And he's a doctor, but he is a true metalhead, and he's a real metalhead, and he wants to promote this music in the Saudi scene. So I have so much respect for Ace, and he did a great job. We launched Heavy Arabia through him online, and we had our first following actually through Steel Shout. So if Steel Shout, if he's still listening, we love you, bro.
Yeah, we love you too, man. But I think he's gone for Futur. And I didn't know you're a dentist. You look like a normal dude who's like doing sound engineering and stuff like this, and like.
There you go. See? Like we like you can never tell.
Like he has that baby face. Is like, wait, what? You're a dentist?
I can't believe this shit.
Oh my god.
It's crazy. So, but okay, before moving on, and I want to really talk about how because apparently you did like this whole attire like custom made. So
correct.
we're gonna talk about it. I'm just gonna read the last few comments, which is like. Being called a Satanist is a compliment for us by official Entropia.
Oh no! Don't say that. Don't say that.
Moja's sound saying, "Bad Caleb, everybody go look up the dude on Insta. Insanely talented line work for sure, bro. We will look him up." Latif's 21 saying, "Who doesn't know Caleb with his great work?" Official Entropia saying, "Caleb sub bro, long time no see, much appreciated, guys. Thank you very much." I just said Caleb. Thank you very much, Bad Caliph, for joining us.
Yeah, Bad Caliph.
Yeah.
He's like
whoa, this is
talented
sick.
artist.
Dude,
what?
This is cool, man.
Oh, are you looking at his artwork?
Yep,
Yes, I'm one of those people. If someone mentions someone, I'll
she's an
immediately
artist
go to.
as well. She does like
Yeah. You need to see the one. Did you see the elephant?
That's
my favorite piece.
This is very near your line of work. Because she's
mine is more traditional and tribal in Maori.
Yeah, you do black ink as well.
Yeah, black ink. Yeah.
He is amazing.
Dope. This is rad.
Check this out.
I want most of them as my tattoos now.
Check
That's
out this
cool.
whale. The amount of detail.
Oh, some of them are gnarly. That's awesome. All right.
That's amazing. That's amazing. For
I'm so happy talent like this exists here.
So what is his Insta handle?
It is.
Thank you very much, Zach.
Bad Caliph.
DJ Zach is in the house. DJ Zach, thank you very much for the subscription, tier 1. Dude,
He's
it's been
a
a
fellow
while,
streamer
man.
from Dubai.
Fellow
as well.
streamer from our crew as well here. Rand D1998.
Hello.
Thank you very much again for the subscription.
Thank you for all the subscriptions.
Thank you.
You guys are so sweet. Thank you, guys.
And we were just like bombarded with new followers again, guys. Thank you very much for the follows.
You guys deserve it. You guys are super cool.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Because Gigi was like texting me like last night, like, where's the if you have the question list for me, and I'm like, what shall I tell her? Like, like we just chill and talk. Shit happens.
Yeah, and I love this. I love that we could just talk as human beings. Because I really. It's enough about heavy Arabia, like let's just talk, and get to it.
Yeah.
This is what I wanted. Yeah.
No, the thing is, like, as I told you, we don't I literally told her, listen, we just don't talk about like 4 topics.
Yeah.
Other than that, you are welcome to talk about literally anything.
I feel once we metalheads get together, we just like nag about the same, it's just a mutual.
Yeah.
It's just gonna happen no matter what. So it's just.
I don't nag because I'm not allowed to nag anymore because. If I nag because I'm just
brain,
I'm just a can of worms. I'm a can of worms. If you open me, there's no way to close.
That's what she said.
Yeah. What?
That's
sorry.
Really? But I mean, Gigi, thank you very much for joining us, and it's fun, and I hope you are enjoying this conversation because for us,
I
am. For us is always important the comfort of the guest on the channel and how they're enjoying their time. They want to talk about something specific, please go ahead and talk about it. But now let's dedicate this segment to the tire that you came up with, which it's like kind of.
Did you say tire?
A tire.
Okay.
Why would I say tire?
I don't know, I just heard it.
We get the point. Yeah.
So like the whole representation of the Saudi woman with the burqa and the whole spiky thingies. And before that, because when I contacted, first of all, Gigi was following me and I didn't know. Then she released this video dragging a guitar in the desert. I'm like, wait a second.
I thought that she is a proper guitarist, and I was looking forward to listening to music.
Okay, she is a musician, she's a guitarist, but I thought she's like a proper musician. And I'm like, okay, so I contacted her, are you up for this? And she was like, yeah, I'm releasing this. And I'm like, okay, so she has shit packed up. So then I made the flyer for the show, and I wrote musician, and then I went on her page. Wait, she doesn't have any music. Where is her music? Then I contacted her. Are you a musician? She's like, no, I'm a promoter.
Maybe we need to deep dive into YouTube and go to her old music. We need to hack some shit.
I can send it to you guys later if you want.
For sure.
I mean, of course, I would love to.
We won't share it with anyone.
Yeah, it'll be our secret.
It's okay. So about the costume. So I started developing it exactly a year ago in April. I knew that for the promo video, I didn't just want it to be some kind of like boring ad, about heavy metal arriving to Saudi or something. Like I needed to come up with something creative.
Right.
And I wanted to be the face of heavy, but at least at first. And so I sat down with this Danish stylist, and she does sketches of fashion and stuff. And I was like, so I want to incorporate the Saudi abaya look with the metal look of a chick. So we were like, okay, so things in common, black, like black abaya. Okay, so how can we incorporate chains? We're like, okay, so we have the burqa, so let's do like a burqa made out of chains. So we got that. And we're like, okay, we can make it more metal by adding spikes. So we did a couple of sketches. I showed her some references, and she came up with this great sketch of me in the desert. I posted it on Instagram. It was like a long trench coat made out of leather and with like spikes here, with a chain and stuff like that. Then I took the idea for the Fly Customs, which is a very amazing team from, well, they are based in Spain, but they're from Finland and the UK.
Okay.
It's a lovely couple. And they were like, yeah, we can totally execute this, and we would love to be part of the story. I told them everything about Heavy Arabia, and they're like, but we've never worked with gold spikes, so we don't know how this will work out. I'm like, believe me, like gold is like part of the branding, so we need gold. So they had to actually go out and find gold spikes. And what I like about For the Fly Customs is that they're a sustainable business, and sustainability is a very, very important issue, at least to me. And they were also providing the option to do faux leather, because I don't do real leather. I don't buy real leather. So they're like, okay, we can do that as well. So it's like, okay, I found the perfect team, and they did it. They did it from scratch. And they kept updating me about all the sizing. I'm like, I have a tiny wrist, so we took the measurements. So they were very, very, very detail-oriented, amazing business. I love them to death. They're awesome. So they did that, and I'm like, okay, but there's an issue. There's a lot of spikes in the design. I don't know how that will go through customs.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, I actually thought about that, because I remember I was flying somewhere with like spiked sunglasses. I have it also on my Instagram.
Okay.
And it caused me a lot of issues. You have no idea. Like it was.
Oh Lord.
Just the shades
spike
itself.
The shape itself, when it goes through when you go through security and they scan your bags and whatever, and it looks like bullets. It's a bunch of spikes. It's very questionable. Yeah. So I was like, guys, can you do me a favor, and can you print the design and stick it outside the package, just so that they know what this is, and just write, I don't know, like a theatrical costume or theater clothes or whatever. Just write something.
Something like this. It actually can work out.
Yeah, and because at least customs here are very, very strict. They open packages all the time. So
they do here as well. Okay.
Yeah. So they did that, and it arrived in one piece, and we have it on tape, because I don't know if I told you this, guys, but we're actually filming a documentary of Heavy Arabia.
Nice.
That is awesome.
That's awesome, man. Congrats on that.
Can't wait.
Congrats.
Yeah, it's gonna be amazing. So we had that on film, me opening the package, freaking out, loving the design, fainting a little bit,
Yeah, I can imagine.
So hopefully we're gonna have like a documentary, I don't know, maybe in a year, just to show the journey.
That's actually an amazing idea. I mean, it's good that you're documenting from the foundation itself, all the people that made it happen and everything. It's kind of also giving them homage.
Yeah, they have to, because it's it's their first thing that is actually working out. I mean, like, touch wood, it will work out, and it will be successful. And obviously you keep like track of the whole thing, like
Yeah.
you know, the
Very
excitement, you know, like
Exactly.
you like you share with the people, and it's already content for everyone, so they
And
can
also-
understand as well.
And also, I feel it'll be a good, like, an introductory kind of image for people outside this kind of MENA region to understand what it is about, you know? So
Exactly,
that's actually a
exactly.
good thing.
I mean, how do you feel, Gigi, that you being the first ever female Saudi promoter to do this? Like, what is the whole message behind that of what Gigi is planning to do? I mean, it's already doing,
Yeah.
and how do you feel about that whole cause that you're starting already, you know?
I love this question. So let me start off by saying it really isn't about being first or last. That's the most important thing. The message that I want to deliver, or at least the vision that I want to achieve through Heavy Arabia, is to make those bands, like local bands, be recognized and acknowledged, both locally and abroad, because we see them everywhere. So why not make them, you know, feel acknowledged in their homeland?
Exactly.
And I saw an opportunity to share my knowledge and to bring the experience home. I go to shows all the time. You know, sometimes it's just whatever. Oh, okay, you know, oh, okay, this band, I've seen it 1,000 times. You know, it just doesn't excite me anymore because I go to shows all the time. So I wanted to bring this experience home to make people realize their dreams by seeing their favorite band.
We can do it as well in our hometown. You don't need to, you know.
Yeah. Or even like make those bands go on stages locally and internationally. That's also a plan. To put those local metal bands on international stages to open for their favorite bands. So that's the message, you know, to make you know, Saudi bands count, both locally and internationally. So this is the main message.
That's awesome.
I mean, that's really commendable, and the kind of you know, courage you need to get out there and almost like a male-dominated kind of a field where you are, like you said, your opinions to get a chance to be heard, you know, your ideas to be put out there with the support, you know, that you're expecting to be reciprocated. Like you know, it's such a, I can imagine the struggle to get through to all these, you know, people at higher authorities, like you said.
All the obstacles.
Yeah, exactly.
Stuff,
like when you're trying to get your message across and how you're being heard or not being heard. So, I mean, hats off to you that you're, you know, finally coming out of that shell that you were in, and you know, you're making this happen.
It's not the shell. It's just like that hard work is paying off.
Yeah, and also, I mean, you know, with the
and we're not there
rules.
yet. Yeah, we're not even there yet, you know. And I don't want to feel like I arrived. I still want to
like
That's
yeah,
awesome.
like.
Yeah.
You know, I want to make
yeah.
things better and better and better and better every time, with every gathering, with every event, with every workshop that we put together. And this is what I promised the scene. And as you said, you know, someone needs to put themselves out there, and they need to be willing to take the hits, because believe me, oh my God, there have been a lot of hits. Like it's, I can't say that, oh, it was a smooth journey. No, it hasn't been until now. It's not that easy. And still, like with the struggles, since we still haven't talked about the struggles, sometimes there are things that are not clear, and a lot of things keep changing, you know, with all the regulations and whatever. Like even today, I remember just this afternoon, I have this colleague in the event management industry who sent me this updated guidelines. And I'm like, I think this is the 7th version I've read, you know, this year alone.
Oh Lord.
And he was like, believe me, this is the latest one, because he's putting together a show after Eid, and he was showing me the latest regulations by the government. And I understand, you know, because we just came out of COVID, you know, and there are new regulations, and you know, some restrictions being lifted, some restrictions being put back, and you know, stuff like that. So it's not easy, you know. Sometimes you're already doing the paperwork, and they're like, but you need to do this as well. And like, oh, you know, so It's not easy, but you need to be very patient, and you need to be cooperative,
Right.
you know, and to sit down, you know, with officials and, you know, understand and be willing to. The most important thing, I believe, is to be cooperative and obedient. You know,
Right.
like, okay, so tell me exactly what you want me to do,
Yep.
and we will do it. And tell me what you don't want us to do, and we won't do it.
Right.
And, you know, so you need to be very, very patient. It's still a very new industry in Saudi.
Right.
This whole entertainment industry, it's still very, very fresh. Things are not quite clear yet. So you need to be patient with that.
Yeah,
and
they're getting their things together so they can, you know, operate
yeah, the
smoothly.
infrastructure is still, you know, being built and stuff like that.
I mean, do you want to highlight any of the struggles that you mentioned earlier? Like if there's something that really, you know, went under your skin, or there was something that really,
I mean, again, if you're comfortable
you know,
to
impacted
share
you.
the,
Yeah. I
like-
mean, whatever.
Yes, I think it's very important to share it and to be honest about it, so that even the scene is aware about it, like they're aware
Absolutely.
of all the struggles that we face as event managers or producers or promoters. So, for example, when I told you that we established Heavy Arabia in September, and we wanted to do our first event in December, because you know, you need at least 3 months gap, you know, for preparations and everything with paperwork and stuff like that. So the first struggle was that we were, you can say, denied a permit because the whole month of December was dedicated to Middle Beast, which is the largest EDM festival in the region.
Oh.
Okay. Oh, you
So-
guys have EDM shit now going on? Damn.
Yeah, like electronic music and all of that.
Would
So-
not
yeah, you
Electronic
should
dance
check it out.
music.
You should totally check it out. It's a great festival, and I attended. It was amazing. I think the first day, I think we had 175,000 people, and by day 4 we had 700,000 people. So that was
Damn. That's
Yeah,
a
it's-
lot.
I mean,
it's a large
things
festival.
rarely happen there, so they will attend.
Yeah, so that was our second edition actually, in 2021. So that was the first struggle. They were
Right.
like, no events are happening in December. We're dedicating the whole month to promote Middle Beast or Soundstorm. And I'm like, believe me, I'm not trying to steal 300 people
Exactly. It's not.
from your
It's,
festival.
Oh, yeah.
I just need a soft launch, you know, or something. And so it was impossible to get permits. And actually now they have it in the guidelines, like officially they have it on paper that no events can happen if a large event is happening at the same time, no matter how small or big
damn,
your
man.
event is. So that was a struggle. I had to wait, you know.
That is so weird. As if they cannot
Yeah.
multitask, you know?
I know.
Yeah, so and before that, before we even applied for a permit, of course, like you need to secure a venue and make sure that everything is in place. So I had the talks with a venue. It's a new venue in Saudi. I'm not going to name it.
Okay.
And we agreed on the date. And they were like, yeah, sure, let's do it. This is exciting, da 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 da. You know, this comes back to the point where you said, don't trust anyone. And, and I'm like,
circling everything.
yeah, I'm like, oh, that's cool. So we called in an crowd management company. They came to the venue. They said, okay, you need this many security guards. You need this many organizers. So we did everything. Like literally,
God.
we did everything. We started writing the contracts, depositing money, everything. And then they ghosted me for 2 weeks. That was in
After doing all
After
these
all
things.
this compliance.
Yes, imagine. And this is, by the way, the first time I talk about this, but you know, it needs to be said just
Of
so that
course.
the scene knows about the struggles. You know, just so that they're not like, oh, like when, you know, sometimes
Yeah.
we have these happening. Anyways, so they ghosted me. I tried, called them, called their phone. tried talking to them on WhatsApp. I sent multiple emails. I'm like, what's happening? Are you guys still in business? Like, what is happening? You know, I have bands to sign contracts with. I need to start advancing the show. I need to do this and that. So where are you guys? And they just coldly, they sent me a voice note and they said, we changed our business model and we no longer host exhibitions or events. We only do X kind of events. I'm not going to say what that event, because it will be very, very obvious who the venue is. But I'm like,
so dumb.
And that's it. And they're like, but we're gonna, you know, we're gonna find a substitute for you, whatever. I remember literally closing my WhatsApp, crying my eyes out, and because you know they ruined everything. I had already deposited money.
Yeah, you worked hard for this.
Yeah,
whole
of
thing.
course.
Companies and you know crowd management companies, and you know it was a lot of you know
weeks of preparation. Yeah,
exactly.
Hard work.
Yeah, exactly.
So I cried my eyes out. Then I was like, I need to leave the house. I need to think about this, you know, clearly. I need to find a solution. I went to this random cafe on Tahliya Street here in Riyadh, and it's just crazy like how things happen. And this guy was scanning, or not scanning, you know, checking out your whatever, you know, your certificates, whatever, just to see that you're not infected with COVID. Checking out Tawakkal now. Okay. And he was like, "Are you okay? Like, do you like? Are you okay?" And I'm like, "No, I'm not okay. Can I just have a seat?" And he was like, "Sure." So he gave me a seat, and he got my coffee and was like, "Can I sit down and see how I can help you?" It was the owner of the cafe. I told him the story. It was crazy. It was just the owner of the cafe. And he was like, "Can you wait a minute? I know someone who can help you with that."
Oh, wow.
So he called in a guy from the General Entertainment Authority. This guy shows up like in 30 minutes. He was around the area. And I told him the story. And I'm like, "So what should I do?" And he told me, "Gigi, I'm glad this happened. That venue has a problem with the license. This they didn't want to tell you that. They had a problem with the license. And I'm glad that you didn't move forward with them because your show would have been canceled."
Oh,
and they had apparently they had health and safety problems like within it wasn't safe, you know, to do that. So that was, you know, good to know. So I had to reschedule, and we wanted to do our soft launch in January. And then, so because it was after Middle Beast, whatever, so we were allowed to have a soft launch. And then we had the issue of Omicron. And they were like, and yeah, it was really bad. It was real bad back in January.
A wild Pokemon just appeared.
Yeah. Just one after the other.
Yeah. So on Omicron, they said you can do the event, but it needs to be seated.
Like, yeah, we had that here.
Oh, Motherson must be knowing about this because we had the same issue.
You had the same issue?
30 minutes into the gig, no one gives a flying
had Halloween gig in 2020, and we were all supposed to be headbanging while sitting down.
Yeah.
Oh, I was like
I wanted to throw myself out. Yeah.
I'm not gonna force metalheads to sit on a chair. That's not happening.
You can't. No. And when he went on the stage, I just went like, fuck everything.
I would be okay chilling at the back and having my water and just watching, because I'm not that old, but I'm that old in my brain that I just want to chill and watch the gig, you know.
Yeah,
it might work for me, but I mean,
no, I'm not like I want to be up front over there, like, you know, like just letting my hair loose.
I'm that guy who stands back in the gigs like this, you know.
Yeah, I'm not that at all.
Like, I'm that guy.
Yeah, same. So I really didn't want to ruin the, you know, experience. I was like, okay, I'm gonna wait another month. Yeah, and then I was like, okay, I'm gonna find a new venue where we can have at least social distancing if the restriction on, you know, people having to be seated, whatever, is still happening. So then we came to February, we found Al Mashtal Space, Al Mashtal Creative Space in Riyadh. Shout out to Al Mashtal, a great team.
Awesome.
They showed us the space. They said, okay, even if we have to social distance, we can still do it, etc. So then we started preparing for that. But then we had to wait until Riyadh season was over.
Okay.
So that's why we picked the 31st of March, because that's when Riyadh season was over and we could do the soft launch. So I can imagine like all the.
I can imagine there is so much shit that she really avoided of saying.
I'm probably thinking she censored a lot of it. I'm sure you wanted to cuss a lot as well.
I mean, Gigi, we understand this because, I mean, Mu'tasim here to back me up, he had a couple of failed gigs because of, those setbacks and people, going bitching about it. He actually had to pay the band and he had to do people were helping him out to, to recap.
There's so much accountability in that job.
It's like, I think, Mu'tasim, correct me if I'm wrong, it was the Swallow the Sun gig. So he brought them down and man, we were just there chilling with the band members and they were like just having drinks and and the band members were being like, they were just joking about the shit because apparently the news was out that they're Satanists. So they were they were doing all the upside down cross thing and we're just laughing. It's like, man, welcome to the club. We are always like, I mean, my friends in Bahrain, they got their show canceled because the guy, apparently the CIDs walked in and the guy was wearing a shirt saying Jesus is busy. Can I help you?
So,
kind of we bring it upon ourselves because
why would you do that? Like things are if something is happening, can you just please wear a normal shirt? Like
what? Do you want them to come in kandoras? Kandoras and khezarans and they pretend they are not that, like what? Under that, like Superman, they open and they're wearing a Metallica t-shirt. They can. Man.
No, but like wear a normal band shirt. At least that's what I want people to do, when they come to our shows, because this is one of the regulations, that we need to follow.
Really,
yes, people should wear things that are not offensive, to the.
Also, the outfit is really
religion or whatever. We're taking baby steps, so please leave all the, weird slogans, and just let's not ruin it. You don't want.
I understand.
I get her point. Yeah.
Events. It even happens in Dubai. I know it even happens in Dubai. The government sends people there to check everything. They even check what people are wearing. And I'm not gonna risk my show being canceled because of someone who's wearing a shirt. That says something that shouldn't be said.
Yeah.
So, and I'm sure that they don't want to ruin it because. If a show gets canceled, it means that I will also get fined, as an organizer, because I'm allowing it to happen.
Oh, okay.
I know.
So it's a lot of
again, as you said, let's work with whatever we have instead of just ruining it for the image of look, I'm a fucking elitist. That's how I keep the. Sorry if I'm like.
By the way, I have a question for Gigi because I always wanted to ask you. Now, you've come across so many artists there and musicians and stuff like that. Which is the band that or the artist whose music impacted you the most locally?
Are
locally
you asking her locally or what is her favorite genre of metal?
Well,
that's my section. What is your favorite part of?
I wanted to know artists that you were really impressed with, and you think that they're underrated from there.
Underrated and impressed. So we have a lot of amazing. What's happening?
He said all of Saudi bands. So cheesy.
No, to be honest, we have a lot of amazingly talented artists, both solo artists and bands. Some of them I've been friends with forever, like my friend Imad from Wasted Land.
I love Wasted Land. I saw them in 2007. and I was
Where?
so sad.
Oh!
They were here in Dubai for Battle of the Bands, and they lost.
Oh yeah. I know the story.
Dude,
They wanted to open for Iron Maiden, was it?
a Megadeth.
Or
For
Megadeth.
Yeah,
Oh
I
my
mean,
God.
it was a sad thing, man. They were at the finals. So I actually saw.
Yeah.
I mean, Ahmad is the front man, yeah, that big dude, man.
Yes.
Dude, he was
my very-
crying. He was crying because they
Oh!
did a great fucking job, man. They were great.
Sad.
I loved melodic death metal back in the days, and their shit was like we were rooting for them.
Yeah.
We didn't want any local band to win, you know. But
Yeah.
again, kudos to Wasted Land, man. These dudes are amazing, man.
Amazing guys, and they're actually working on a new song, you guys. They're
I am following up with them. Yep.
yeah,
Awesome.
They released a music video. I think was it in December? Fade Away.
And
it
even
was,
Motassim was saying, yeah, he was there as well. Motassim was there. That Battle
Yeah,
of
was
the
there at
Bands
the
was
show.
great, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I
back to
think
the
I was
back to
still in high
the
school, so I couldn't attend shows.
yeah, it's all good. I mean, hopefully from now on you can be able to come down to Dubai and like make your own shows in Saudi.
Exactly.
So going back to the what was the question?
Favorite local
My
band?
question died long ago, okay? With all the discussion of the band and stuff. No, I wanted to know which band do you feel is, that impressed you or is really underrated?
Okay.
Or artist?
So I'm not gonna talk about like Wasted Land and all like the OGs because they're well established. They're impressing everyone. But there is this particular artist that I was following for a while, and we still hadn't talked in person. But I was really admiring his approach to music. And what I mean by that is that he was someone who was looking at his career as a business. I studied artist management with the Ministry of Culture, so I am familiar with how artists should approach their music, how everything. So there was this Saudi guy, I'm gonna name him soon, but I was like, okay, this guy is like collaborating with international artists to tap into their fan base. He's doing this and that. He's doing live shows at local lounges. He's very, very like he's super good. Like, and he's very diverse, with his music. He likes to try different sounds.
Yeah.
And that guy is Dusk. And I was super impressed with his
You
music.
mean Dusky Dusk here?
I'm not sure. Yes, Dusky Dusk.
Oh, hi Dusky. So hey, you're. Thank you.
Is
Now
he
I
there?
know you're amazing. Yeah, he's here. He's
He was
like
there in your
chatting.
chats, yeah.
Yeah.
He was here or he is here?
I think he is still here. Yeah, he is. He is. He will be.
Awesome, 'cause
Dusky.
I can't see the comment section. But anyways, so
Yeah,
You
he's
know,
saying,
he-
"Oh, haha," he's laughing. Thanks, Gigi. I'm
yeah.
here.
No, but he knows that shit. Like when I knew that he was performing at a local lounge, I was like, I need to go there and see how this guy is, performing. Because at the time I was still studying artist management, and we needed to do a project on a local artist. And I was pretty much going out and seeing different bands live. And his presence on stage, he has his own branding, and it's, when you hear something, it's Dusk, and when you look at something, that's the artwork for Dusk. He focuses on that. I was so impressed by that. And I think that he is self-learned. Correct me if I'm wrong, Dusk. But and he recently collaborated with an international vocalist. I'm so sorry, Dusk, I forgot his name. But his song is called Origin.
Okay.
Oh my lord, you guys. It's like the most badass song I've ever heard in a long time. I listen to it when I work out. It gives me like so much energy. And luckily he played it at our soft launch, and I almost broke my neck. But I had Advil.
That's the best compliment.
I took an Advil pill after the show. It's amazing. So Dusk, definitely. And very recently, we had this new melodic death metal band called Entropia.
Okay. That's
and
official
the-
Entropia.
Yeah.
This guy.
Yes.
Okay.
Since I'm a huge melodeath girl, I
Okay.
love melodic death metal. As a matter of fact, my favorite band ever is Insomnium, which is like the
Okay.
Ooh,
Yeah,
okay.
they came down to Dubai. Okay.
melodeath. Yeah, so I was like, oh, finally we have a melodeath, a new melodeath band from Riyadh at least. So, and I remember I talked to the frontman Abdullah, and he sent me demos at first before they released anything. They're like, you know, since you like melodeath, whatever, and you just graduated from a music business school, what do you think, and this and that. I'm like, are you guys the next Behemoth? Like, what is this? This is so cool.
All right.
And it was so cool. So they released their first track, Son of Dracula.
Badass title.
Amazing. Yeah, it was really cool.
Rarely you see people using Dracula in their song title, which is cool.
Yeah,
man.
and I'm gonna leave them. You know, I'm gonna let them do or tell the story of Son of Dracula later if they want. But yeah, so they have a story behind Son of Dracula.
Okay.
So I was very impressed by their approach. It was a fresh sound. So yeah, I would say Dusk and Entropia are probably like my favorite newish artists. Because of course, like we have all the OGs, and you know they're everyone's favorite. Like Creative Waste, Wasted Land.
Oh yeah.
Immortal Pain. Immortal Pain is also an amazing band from Jeddah. But yeah, like Dusk and Entropia.
I mean, it's good that you're actually like. I mean, I knew Wasted Land. I think I don't know any more bands from
I also know
Saudi.
Sigil. I know Sigil.
I mean, you were, by the way, one of the guys
I know a few
over
artists.
Here. I think 666 Badr mentioned Namrood. The vocalist, back in the days was my friend. He's a UAE national. So, because he was like, he's into black metal, and I'm not that much into black metal, and he was like, yeah, Namrood and stuff like this. And dude, believe me, the best thing. I
still have yet to check it out.
The best thing ever is their freaking record label's name. It was Shaitan Production. I'm like talking about being.
That one is based in Canada, right?
I know, but I mean, talk about being like low profile. And you guys are coming from Saudi and UAE and trying to be low profile. Shaitan Production, just straight up, But it's like I know few bands. What I was trying to say, few bands from Saudi, which again, her circle of network was Fawaz and these guys. I'm much more of like the Dubai kids or maybe Iran, stuff like this. So
also, I have a friend there who is a guitarist who introduces me to a lot of bands. So he puts up some of them on the story, or he will try.
Fawaz and all these Saudi musicians, when we were talking to Fawaz as well, like we had people watching from USA, and they were like, "Holy shit, you guys have grindcore bands from Saudi?" Like, apparently.
But I mean, Creative Waste, they've played Maryland Death Fest, so they, US fan base should be kind of familiar with Creative Waste. But Creative Waste, mashallah, like. They played international festivals.
Yeah. Kudos to them. Fawaz.
Of course. Yeah. He really works hard behind all of this. I mean, all the band members.
Yeah, and Sigil is also a newish band from Eastern Province. They're super cool.
I think they're releasing a new song now, as far as I remember, or they already released. I'm not sure.
Album. I think an album.
Oh, right.
That's good. I mean, I'm so happy. Yeah. I'm so happy that
they have it on Bandcamp, you guys, if you want to go and pre-order it. I think it's due June 2nd.
Oh,
okay.
Nice.
It's on Bandcamp. I placed my order. I'm gonna get the bundle. So I'm gonna get the shirt and the CD and I think a poster.
I mean, that's great. I mean, knowing that all these talent existed in Saudi and they wanted just a bit of push.
Or a platform. Like such as the platform you're providing for them, which is a great freaking step you're taking, Gigi. And seriously, you got all of our support from here. Exactly. 100%. Like, really, for me, someone doing such a shit and being the first person to do it in your own caliber, okay, it talks volume, okay, and you're doing it by yourself. Okay, you had help from the community, they're guiding you in, and people like Motassim guiding you in on the the small things, how to do it and stuff like this. Exactly. But taking such a huge
let's still go back to Motassim, by the way, like a lot, and every time I go back to him, I'm like, Motassim, I'm sorry, but I have this one question. It's like, you just stop apologizing and just go ahead and ask.
Yeah, I mean, as long as you keep ties with the right people who are willing to help you no matter what the time or situation they're in, I mean, that's the best thing, you know, that's the best kind of support you can have in this, especially this kind of field that you're in.
And you know, Martasam, if he's still in the chat, what I really like about Martasam is that he calms me down. Because sometimes I'm like, Martasam, you know, like, what do I do? You know, this and that happened. It's like,
that's me on a daily basis.
Okay, so you know, it's okay. You
yeah,
know,
I've never seen Motasam pissed off.
I've never seen him.
He's so relaxed. Even at gigs, he's like running around. Even I remember in Halloween gig, he's like running around, organizing everything, and he's so calm. I see him headbanging. He'll stop for a minute. He'll enjoy the music. Then he'll run around, stop for a minute. You know.
Exactly.
He's an angel. I love Mark.
By the way, someone mentioned BOTD. I think you guys are talking about that guy called Majid. Yeah, I haven't.
Breeze of the Dying. I think.
Yeah. I think Breeze of. I think I know the guitarist. His name is Majid. If I'm not mistaken, he was my friend. I mean, he's still my friend on Facebook, but I don't know him on a personal level. But you know, it was because of that whole musician community of this region. So I know about that band. I don't know about Octum. Octum.
I actually took down 2 band names: Shroud of the Misery or Shroud of the Misery.
Okay.
Yeah.
By the way,
and Kaiser. These are the 2 I'll check it out. No.
The Lethaway. Sorry if I'm butchering your name. The Lethaway. Is that the Lethal J? Sorry, my bad. I couldn't read the thing. The Lethal J saying, Gigi, anything you would have done differently on your journey?
Ooh, interesting.
Interesting. Anything I would have done differently? To be honest, we don't have a choice, and it's a very young journey. I'm still learning. You know, as we progress, and no, I wouldn't change anything because I'm still learning and learning more about the scene, learning more about the community, still learning more about how to navigate the industry in Saudi. Things are still changing, you know.
Working on your foundation.
And,
and we're as you can say pioneers. You know, we're still learning every day, so I can't say that I would change anything about it.
You're learning as you're going.
I'm not saying it's perfect, by the way. I'm not saying it's perfect, but until now, no, like I don't think I would change anything about it.
There's one thing I want to say about Gigi is that I've noticed that her approach to everything is very adaptive instead of being the rebellious kind of personality that you come across in a lot. Like you're so like complaint. No, how do I say that? I forgot the word. Like you just comply. That's the word. You comply. And, fumbles are a daily thing on this show, so we are proud of it. So I feel that your adaptive approach will actually help it grow more because you want to stay out of trouble, you want to follow the rules, and you're very like by the book kind of a gal. So I think that that will maybe be a helpful pillar that will help this grow better. Because,
the bands and the artists, they can showcase and everything without being in a hazard.
Because this is such a different kind of approach I've seen, because everyone's like, no, I want to get it done. Like she's like, no, okay, what can I get it done with? That kind of calm, like very relaxed approach is I really commend all of your effort, and I wish you all the best, and we wish you all the best for everything.
Wish you all the best, and kudos for taking such a huge leap of faith, you can say.
Yeah, I mean, I respect her a lot for...
You just like, you know what, fuck it, I'm doing it.
Yeah, exactly. So that's such a badass attitude,
It's gonna work out, and I just want to read one of the comments. The ex-legend 90s saying the community in Middle East need to unite. I am agreeing with you, but the community in the Middle East, there are a bunch of... Anyway, I don't want to open my own can of worms, so...
I will leave, I'm going.
I'm not saying anything, so...
Because then we unite, and this is why we are here in Heavy Arabia. We are uniting the community, and we're highlighting the community.
Exactly.
So that we can do bigger things, in the future. If we have a solid community and we can see where they are and where we are growing and stuff like that, then we can do bigger and bigger, and we can give more to the community. Like one of the things that I want to achieve through Heavy Arabia, like I even mentioned this with Steel Shout. I have a vision for the fans and I have a vision for the artists. And for example, for the fans, I want to give them more shows or events or gatherings to attend so we can grow.
Right.
And for the bands and artists, I want to give them the tools to become better heavy metal artists. And by that I mean I can give them more opportunities to go live. We're
more platforms.
Or platforms. We're also giving them we're putting together workshops for them. We're going to announce them soon, inshallah, where they can become better songwriters so that they can sound like international metal bands. Because I know that the tools are very limited here, you know,
of course, yeah.
as far as studios are concerned and equipments and stuff like that.
Places to jam.
So I want so I want to show them through these workshops how they can sound amazing and big and huge and epic, you know, with as little resources as possible until more options become available. And we will also promote them. Inshallah, we have a full plan after Ramadan. We're going to be promoting them through radio, magazine. We're going to secure press features for them.
That's amazing. That's amazing. That's amazing.
We're gonna hopefully secure, you know, podcast appearances like on Convos and Chill. You know,
for sure. I mean, like we always support.
Always.
Yeah. So we want to be the point of contact at Heavy Arabia. We want to be the point of contact for these metal bands and for the fans, and see how we can, you know, sit together and do it. You know, if it needs to be done in person, we can see, we can do the paperwork for them, and then execute the plan. Or if we want to do it, you know, through social media, whatever, we can, because we're preparing EPKs for the bands. We're, you know, we're really helping them
with social media and like
of course. Artists, you know, not just artists behind social media accounts. We want them to be real artists. Have websites.
I've been up like, you know, following up with the videos that you kept on Snapchat, which it's in Arabic. That's why she's like, you know, explaining is like, you know, like if you don't have a followership, and she's, you know, she's guiding, she's giving like those tiny stepping stones of like how to create
in such
platform.
A closed off environment. This is such a blessing, I feel, for all these artists. They must be taking a breath of relief that there's somewhere out there now that understands our struggles and is there out there defending us and our rights, and you know, like as you said, providing legal help. So like for example, copyrights and like all these issues that they will face, you know, so like someone to have your back in that level, it's just really awesome.
I mean, carry on, Gia.
Is a good topic. And you know, the idea behind the reels that I've been posting on Instagram is to really help artists know their rights, because you know, there's no official education, you know, when it comes to music. If you don't learn on your own, then you know, people can take you know, or they can exploit your ignorance, you know.
Absolutely,
especially with live shows. I'm not going to name names, but for example, I approached, you know, a couple of people in the industry early in my journey, and they were, you know, telling them that, oh, I want to book these artists, whatever, and will you help me with this and that? And they kept giving me really weird percentages, like percentage splits. That, you know, is not even standard in the industry, because you know, some percentages are standardized all over the world. You know, you can't ask for a huge percentage if you're not, you know what I mean. I understand.
Yeah.
It's a very small scene here, so I don't want to make it very obvious, but yeah, like for example, let's give an example of an artist manager. You know, I want to, through my reels, I want to educate people, for example, how much should an artist manager ask? You know, it's usually between 15 to 20 or 10 to 20. Don't allow anyone to take a bigger percentage from your income as an artist. So yeah, we have people out there who are exploiting, those young artists. They're like, okay, I can help you become a star, but I take 40% of your income, stuff like that.
Exactly.
So, or I want to educate them about how to negotiate with venues, with talent buyers. You should know your rights, what you should ask for, what. Sometimes they tell them, oh, you don't have the right to negotiate this, but guess what? It is their right to negotiate anything.
We get paid in water, so I don't know what you guys are gonna pay the artists. So
yeah, exactly. I remember a lot of artists DM'd me after posting one of the reels, and they're like, no, oh my god, like this and that happened, and now I feel robbed. I'm like, yes.
Yeah, absolutely, because it's their naivety that causes them to be like, what?
No. Do not go over there.
Why you sound like
Don't go there. Don't go there, because you are about to pop the can right now.
Yeah, please pop the can, please.
The thing is, like, even official Entropia is like,
we're gonna
like itching it.
we're gonna probably sit here for like another 5 hours.
He's saying the people that doesn't support you until you get popular. You know why? Because fucking people play fucking favors in this scene. The scene is already small, and you're fucking playing favors. You know what?
It's ridiculous.
It's fucked up.
Ridiculous.
It's so fucked up.
You know what? I rest my case over there, because you guys are not even fucking... How to say it? I don't want to fucking waste my energy on you, because you're just digging a hole in front of me, and you are ignoring the point that you're in the same boat with me. So if I go down, you're going down, you idiot. Like,
exactly. Everyone goes down in this industry. That's what they don't get. That's the part that they don't get.
I kept.
And I feel bad. I feel bad for also the artists that deserve that kind of limelight, along with the bands that are good. Okay, you're bringing up bands that are good, but also what about the others that are still growing and need to practice live shows? For example, they need to experience what's it like to perform, what's it like to get out there, like all the sound check and how it goes through, like
my god, yeah. I I've had people, when I approached a couple of artists about our soft launch, to play at our soft launch, and I had a couple of people who were like, yeah, but if this guy plays, I'm not gonna play. We're not on the same level, or we're not blah blah blah. I'm like, are you kidding me?
Oh my
when
Lord.
things started happening, now you wanna play the elitist, I don't wanna play, this and that, let's. It's our soft launch. Let's make it. Let's make it big. It's
exactly.
We wanna show the world that everyone wants to play live now. We want to show the world how big our community is. Don't be like, no, I'm not gonna show up because this and that.
Exactly.
Especially with these young artists. They need the exposure. They're not gonna steal your 500 following or 700 following. Let them play with you. Like, why not?
Yeah.
And it's just so stupid, but thankfully things are changing now. After Saudi Arabia launched and people started seeing the support, now people are coming forward and they're like, how can I support? How can I contribute? How can I make things
to be part of the community,
yeah. But yeah, I totally agree with you. When it comes to that, like, elitist.
Dude, Gigi, I mean, the thing is, like, as she said, we can sit down here and talk for 5 hours, and especially me, I'm gonna take the limelight from you. Basically, it's gonna be my show, and I'm just
basically dirty nags.
Yeah,
that's it.
It's gonna just me being like, like bursting out.
Yeah.
But like, believe me, we had our fair share of these things here. So it reaches to a point that as a musician, as a talent, it will actually kill it kills your innovation and creativity. Yeah, creativity. You become frustrated as like, man, really, come on, man, he gonna be playing, holy shit, so we're gonna be like, what, first or second, or I gonna be like playing for the janitors, there won't be anyone, because the first stepping stone from the beginning, it was so favoritism, it didn't even fucking, like, it's not going anywhere. It's the same favoritism, and it's going, and I'm sure you know who I'm sure you're not, you don't know who I'm talking about, but I don't want to drop names, because I'm just trying to communicate with you on this topic that they're gonna exist in your way, in your journey. So keep a complete open mind. Understand their body language, understand what they want, but the elitists will always be there. Like,
yeah, and believe me, some elitists even exist outside of the musician
everywhere,
circle,
everywhere.
Even, you know, believe it or not, some people don't want you, as messed up as this may sound, but they don't want you to spread the knowledge.
Right.
You know, they don't want you to make people aware of their rights as artists. Imagine. You know, I've had people like that, or they're like, "Why don't you charge money? You know, before you share this tip?" I'm like, "I'm not charging stuff. I'm not charging a penny. I learned this. Now it's time to share this knowledge. What's the point of me studying?
We're not on that level. You're still starting out.
Yeah.
You know, it's time to share the knowledge. I studied in this program. Now it's time to share the knowledge and tell people, hey, this is how it should be done. Don't let people fool you, you know, don't let people exploit you. And if someone does this, then put them in place and tell them, no, this shouldn't be.
And also to a degree, fans do that too, that they're so like they seclude the bands, and instead of supporting all the artists as well. Like, you know, when
I think we need to bring Gigi for another episode.
We need to do a part 2 now.
To do a part 2. I mean, like, Gigi, I would love to talk about all these things with you, but you said you're on that time limit, so we're already crossed it.
It's okay. No, it's okay. You can just whenever you wanna, guys, hang up.
No. We're completely fine. It's just like, you know, because you said you want to, like, I'm just going by your guidelines. So if you're okay, please be my guest, because there's a bunch of comments. They're actually making a lot of sense, you know?
Yeah.
If you don't mind, because someone highlighted this, Dark Prince 29 is saying, to be honest, I think we need someone who can write, strong writing that contain a deep and dark meaning to give us well composed anthem.
Wow, that's the best strung sentence I've ever heard.
The anthem. What does he mean by anthem?
Yeah, what, like a nasheed or
nasheed?
Like does he mean? Yeah, so because I'm really interested in knowing
he's
what
saying
you mean.
like some policeman can manipulate you since you are
awareless
in law.
I mean, not aware of the law. Yeah.
If you can elaborate more, Dark Prince, what exactly you're trying to get to, so you know Gigi can have a better idea how to talk about it. But Gigi, I wanted just to spot more light on this shit, because just do your thing, okay? Forget about. Be faithful to whoever supported you and helped you out, okay?
Of course, yeah.
Keep your friends close and your enemies closer. I am not joking, because you need it, because.
I know what you mean.
You know what?
Why this sounds like a Godfather speech?
No. Listen, it's the mentality of this area that they think this way. First, money talks. And, you know, they have this mentality of, like, why I need to play with this guy because he's lower than me. You know,
or why should I share the knowledge? Or why should I share the knowledge and resources? You know, this is what drives me absolutely nuts. And to me, I'm not going to lie to you, this is a major red flag. You know, and whenever someone doesn't want to share resources with you and they don't want you to do that, you know, that's a major red flag, and that's the exact type of people I want to stay away from.
She's knocking
and
on the can.
I've been shocked by a lot of people who I thought were my close friends, you know. And they either hid information from me, they either hid resources that could benefit me as someone who is trying to help the scene, or they hid what do you call it, like platforms where I can share my knowledge, because they didn't want people to be aware of certain stuff, because you know they're exploiting them. And you know, it's evil, you know. Why would you do this? It's
because you're kind of cutting their bread and butter.
And also they don't want to, basically they don't want her to succeed.
Like, I didn't know about all these things that you're talking about before joining the label that we're on now.
Yeah,
like, the guy was sorry to cut you off. He's like, he actually they have a WhatsApp group for all the artists in that label, and he says, listen, I'm sharing this knowledge with you guys because no freaking anyone on this planet would do this for you for free, but use it and support your other friends, but do not leak it to everyone, you know, because you need to work on it step by step. You cannot just give this information to everyone, you know. I really admire the work you're doing, explaining things. Some people, they just don't want to see you succeed, man.
Yeah.
They really don't want to see you succeed.
I'm not even sure if it's personal, you know.
I think
I'm not even. By the way, I'm not doing this. No, but you know, let me try and explain this. Like, me sharing knowledge is not me trying to succeed. It's me trying to help others succeed. You know, because I know the journey will be much shorter for these artists if they know how to do things, how to navigate the industry. If people are not exploiting their ignorance in certain aspect. I want other people to succeed. It's not me. You know, I'm not the artist. I'm sharing the knowledge with the artist. But I don't know, maybe they don't want the potential customers to know their rights. I don't know. You know, it's...
So they can keep exploiting further.
It's evil, but I hope that soon we will have very solid policies being set.
That's great.
And you know, because we don't have standardized practices here in Saudi. Everyone works however they wish. Everyone can charge however much they want. You know, if you're a venue, there are specific percentages, percentage splits that you need to follow. If you are an artist manager, the splits are very obvious and clear, and it's practiced globally. Because an artist manager can draft their own draft.
Exactly. Yeah.
The contract, and they can put whatever percentage they want, and no one can tell them anything. But hopefully soon, I'm really hoping that the government will make things clear, and they can monitor these random percentages, and all of these. It's just.
I mean, if there will be a support from the community that they are raising this complaint to the people, because even Dark Prince 29 saying they fine you for no offense that you did not commit, or that is not even violation in the first place. So if people are aware of these things, no, I mean it happens. I agree with her. It's as I said, Gigi, it's the mentality. Over here, things been. Going well that way, so they don't care. It's up to them. You understand where I'm going with this? We are such a small community, and we're trying to put ourselves on the map, especially in Saudi, that you guys are starting off. So as you said, take it easy, go with the rules. You will find your own ground, that you're establishing your own foundation, that listen, Heavy Arabia Entertainment is this, and that's it. That's where you're standing.
And meanwhile, also there will be supporters who will back you up.
I mean, there's a shit ton of them. They're already everyone is talking.
A lot of them.
Yeah,
a lot of them.
I'm sure that once
these are the genuine guys. I want to take this opportunity to give a shout out to Medani, my friend Medani. He's an amazing solo artist, and he used to also play for Breeze of the Dying.
Oh, nice.
He's been a very supportive friend, and these people exist. Genuine people, and they want to make things happen. But then there's the other side of the story. Are like, no, like, can you just not do this like that, or why don't you charge more for this, or why it's not helping anyone.
It's fine, man.
I mean, I hope that, because since this has been released and Heavy Arabia has come out, I'm sure that there are people who wanted to be managers in this field who will come up to you, who want to be a part of the business, or be
exactly.
Like there will be people who will now come out of like that
as much as of haters shaded, you have. You're gonna have opportunities coming on.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's where you should focus. And I think this is something that I've learned in my very short journey. I was let down by my closest friends, some of my closest friends, but as frustrated and disappointed I was, I tried to focus on the good, and I wanted to focus on the genuine people.
Yep.
Yeah.
People who wanna really support me, because I don't really have time. I don't have time to confront people. I just want
Exactly.
I just want to use the time I have talking and surrounding myself
And doing
by
things
people who
for
are
the
genuine.
community.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
people who are actually willing to put in the work, not
Exactly.
just talk,
Yeah.
And and it's like my mindset's totally changed as soon as I started Heavy Arabia. I'm just trying to focus on the good side of things, and try to deal with the downsides later.
That's
Or
amazing.
maybe never. It's not worth it.
Hopefully. I mean, again, Fawaz from Creative Waste made a very good comment. Is like, it's simple. It's simple, people. Those are motivated by self-interest and money. The other wants to help the community.
Yeah.
And being motivated by self-interest will harm it in the end. You'll lose everything because there won't even be a scene for you to exploit.
Oh,
And Fawaz and his
shots fired.
Fawaz and his
He is right. He
Yeah.
is like, especially that last sentence. Can you read it again, please?
Yeah, and being motivated by self-interest will harm it at the end. You lose everything because there won't even be a scene for you to exploit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Amen.
Are you there in the comment section and you're hearing this shit? Okay, anyway. I'm just talking to myself. And Hash and Rock is saying, we have problem in Saudi also. The non-Saudi metalheads, they face kind of a racism from local metalheads. What?
Oh,
Don't
really?
tell me.
That's
Really?
yeah.
That's so. What?
And official Entropia is saying,
Wow,
bro, there is a lot non-Saudi metalheads in the community, and it's all good with them. And can we manage it in the business?
Okay, so something needs to be said and clarified. Of course, racism is not accepted, and I want the non-Saudi metalheads out there who are in Saudi to understand that Heavy Arabia is not about just the Saudi metalheads. They need to know that we are the face of
Saudi.
metalhead Saudi. If that makes
Exactly,
sense,
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
We don't discriminate. We're not gonna be like, oh, you're not a Saudi band, then no, you can't be booked on this show, or whatever. No,
Yeah.
this is not the vision. So please, if that guy is listening to me right now, if you're in a band, please send me your band profile and let me know how we can help you.
For sure.
Yes.
That's why you're taking this step. So people, come on, man. Like a person like Hashan. Okay, wait. He replied, I said some people, not all, but even for work and events recently that happened to few bands here.
That's insane. In such a day and age.
That's not
stupid.
acceptable at all. And I would love to
So
know more
barbaric.
about it, please. If he can text or send us a message on Heavy Arabia or my personal account, I want to know more about that. Who did you have problems with exactly? And
Somebody's
then-
gonna get their ass kicked.
Yeah, somebody gonna get a
Somebody gonna get hurt real bad. All
that's
right.
not acceptable
But
at all.
I'm really happy that this is, and also think about the not just the bands and the artists, women in general will
Yep.
be so inspired by Gigi
Exactly,
coming out there and like working for you or becoming an artist or being
getting
a part
inspired by your
exactly
thing,
or being
what a-
inspired in their own field from her, that she came out and she
Exactly.
did what she wanted.
I
So
mean,
Yeah.
what other better time? What other best time? I was-
Belt. You became uncle for a second, uncle.
What other better time for those hidden gems in Saudi to dig up the freaking ground
Exactly.
and get out and go follow your dreams.
Exactly.
I mean, I hope
Perfect.
whoever is watching this session get inspired. We're not trying to hold you down, because talking about holding down, and even Gigi referred to it, I'm in that boat as well. We are not far off. I got held off from here, from my band, to that. I blah blah. I don't want to talk about it. But this shit exists. They will do it no matter what. Any type of marketing is good marketing.
Yeah.
I had the guy telling me that you need to talk about it on your show. I'm like, no. Thanks a lot for the free marketing, but no. Shit like this, they will tackle you for no reason. So you just keep going and doing your thing, as long as you know that your intention is pure and you're doing something for like-minded people in your community. And for people like Hash and Rock, you know, you're gonna make a good image for them so they can get to know more people like you. Maybe they just been around the wrong people. Maybe.
And you know, the main thing is that I really want to show people, like artists or anybody who's interested to be part of the music industry, is that it's the perfect time to come out.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
And especially, I really need to mention this, by the way. It has to do with the 2030 vision, but the perfect time to get into the music industry is now. Now you can see that nothing, you know, everything is legal as long as you're following the rules and, you know, you have your papers, we know, with no problems. Just, if you're an artist, please, you know, just go and put out albums, release your music. It's okay. Now you can actually play on a stage, even if you're a woman. You know, that was impossible a few years ago, you know?
Absolutely.
So, yeah, it's and with especially with the 2030 vision, the closer we get to the 2030 vision, the more difficult it will be to get into the industry. And this was said to me by people who work actually for you know, 2030 offices, because we have 2030 offices all around the country. And you know, they say that if someone wants to start something, do it now.
Establish it now.
Yeah, because after 2030, it will be difficult to enter any kind of market, because the whole world now is waiting to see if Saudi will actually achieve the 2030 vision. And then they will come to invest in Saudi. Like we're going to have so many foreign investments and foreign companies coming to invest in Saudi, because they saw that, you know, we were able to achieve this. And maybe we will, you know, have issues standing out, you know, after 2030. So guys, if you're an artist or someone who wants to get in the music industry, do it now.
Yeah,
for sure. And Dark Prince is saying, I see there are no small garage concerts here in KSA. Is it legal? I don't think it's legal. It is illegal. Yeah, it is. It is illegal.
It's not. I mean, small garage concerts. If you're doing it, you know, just you and your friends, as long as you don't announce it, you know, and ticket, you know, charge a ticket.
Yeah.
Then that's.
So you need to get a permission.
Okay. Yeah. You're okay. Anything that gets announced on social media and you're charging people money, then you have to be careful. But you can do garage concerts as much as you like. You know, no one really cares. But just be careful how you go.
I'm sure about the timing and like the decibel
the rules and
stuff,
the regulations and all these things. Just be updated with that.
Yeah.
And Gigi, it was an honor to have you on this session, and you shed so
much. 2 hours. I can't believe it.
I'm telling you, and you wanted a question.
At the beginning,
and you wanted a list of questions.
Yeah, we were just.
It's crazy because, you know, when I texted you guys telling you, oh, can we do like 60 minutes? Because I don't think that we're gonna have anything to talk about.
We have more now. We're still like, you've been talking about the second episode, so you know. I mean, again,
it will be like my honor.
Thank you very much, Gigi. It was our pleasure. Always is our pleasure to have guests like you, that, you know, they're doing something for the community, for art in general.
Oh, yes,
you know, regardless
absolutely.
being metal or like being music, and you know, at the end it's all art. Doing such a big step for the community to help artists and talent to be recognized on the local level and on the international level and the regional level. It's just very good to hear about and to see, and it's kind of a proud moment, like a mama bear, you know.
Exactly.
You know, like,
exactly.
I'm part of this, you know.
Yeah, and I have so much respect for her, because I know that there will be someone out there who will be like, wait, if she can do it, I can also do it. I'm gonna do this.
Yes.
You know. So so
you found out your friend who is in Saudi. She works with them.
Small world. Yeah, with the band that. So imagine that we are somehow connected through all of this.
What a small world.
Exactly,
What a small world.
and it just shows that we are a close knit community. community. We just need to get together more, and promote and put out people who deserve that platform. And I'm just so happy that you've done this. This is going to be an opportunity where
it's going to be a huge thing for sure.
it's a blessing for a lot of artists and bands. So we are always here if you need any help or anyone you want to bring on the show, any artist who needs a limelight, we would definitely love to bring them on. Yes. And we wish you all the best for any endeavor of your, in future you want to take up with Heavy Arabia or anything else.
Hopefully you bring all these big bands to Saudi and you be in, and the whole EDM concert should wait for you till you finish your show.
Oh yes, well said.
I really appreciate it, guys. I appreciate you guys even approaching me, asking me if I'm interested in being on the show. And if you don't mind me asking, before we go, I want to ask about the merch that you have on the screen. So is that merch, is that because I can't see it, but is it for the show?
Yeah, I mean, because my wife is an artist as well, so the store is half and half. So some of it is her designs, which is Phoenix.
Yeah, he was kind enough to put my designs on.
I have my mugs, which is the Dirty Talk logo. So.
I love that mug. I'm gonna get one as soon as.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I mean, you guys can go to linktree.com/convos and chill. You can go to the merch store. Yes, we have few stuff, but we support. I mean, we are thankful for any sort of support. It's not that we want people to buy the merch or whatever. It's just
you can go check it out.
Just check it out.
Yeah. But I love buying merch, and I know that it goes a long way. And I really like the color. Wait, which one? I think it was the black shirt with the logo in the middle.
Oh, with the mic.
It's a mic.
Yeah. It's actually, by the way, if you guys want to get any of these designs, and the one who designed it for us is Bundlehead.
Bundlehead_official.
Bundlehead,
yeah, the guy is a cool cat. Give him a shout out on IG, Bundlehead_official. He's a great guy. He does things on the fly. Just explain the thing for the guy, and he does it.
He designed all our outlays and stuff. If you want a Twitch channel set up or something, you can do that as well.
He's a Twitch streamer as well himself.
Yep.
But I mean, awesome. Gigi is a great segue. So why don't you go ahead and say what you have in stores that coming up with Heavy Arabia Entertainment and where they can find you? I mean, I already put your Gigi Arabia handle as your IG handle, so tell them where they can find more about Gigi and Heavy Arabia Entertainment.
Okay, I'll keep this brief. So you can find us on all. They can find us on all social media platforms. I'm Gigi Arabia, just like the handle that you see on Twitch. And Heavy Arabia, same thing, just Heavy Arabia. No Heavy Arabia Entertainment, just Heavy Arabia.
Heavy Arabia. Yes.
And I'll just keep it very short. What we have in store for people after Ramadan, inshallah, we're gonna have a few events and we're gonna have a few workshops. I'm not gonna give more information, but because they need to follow us.
Exactly.
And,
the suspense will work for it.
Exciting things happening, inshallah. I promise.
I mean,
for sure.
All over the country, not just in Riyadh, because I keep having that question. Is it just Riyadh? I'm like, no, everywhere. So
that is awesome. That is good.
I'm actually just putting the link of Heavy Arabia's IG here on the comments, so you guys can go ahead and drop a follow, and okay, everyone is redeeming hydrate now.
Why?
What's happening?
Why? I'm gonna be peeing all night. What? Why, guys?
I think she's gonna end up peeing online here live. But Gigi Arabia, thank you very much for joining us, and thank you very much for dedicating your time to spend it with us.
Exactly.
Absolutely. Pleasure.
We really learned a lot about you guys and the community and what you guys are doing. It's a huge achievement, and keep on doing it. You have all the support from our side, and as you said, if you have anyone, just drop them our side, or we're gonna be staying we're gonna stay in touch for sure.
I hope I get to fly someday and catch one of your shows as well.
Yeah, you can go, but I can't go because they don't give me visa.
Oh.
Wait, why? I mean, if you...
بعدين.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
No. I don't want to get my channel flagged, bro.
Okay. There you go.
By the way, it's fine. We're gonna talk about it for like a. By the way, stay with us. Do not log off the call. But we usually like before closing the chat. The chat, we kind of rate our whoever is available, which is a Twitch thing. Who is online? Who is it? Hadi is online. Yeah. Malin Design.
Hadi is online.
Do you know Hadi plays music?
Yes, of course I do.
Okay, so Hadi is a great friend of mine, and he's doing well.
Amazing artist.
Amazing artist. So I think he's talking or like making music, and he's a great dude, and his channel is very interesting.
And he's also collaborated with Mike Shinoda, which I'm so proud of.
Yeah, Linkin Park.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
That guy is amazing.
But Gigi, for sure, we're gonna consider another episode with you because there's much more things we can talk about. But for now,
we can do something for our artists as well and talk about how we can.
For sure. And Bad Caliph is saying wonderful interview and may God be with you on your path.
Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you for all the support and kind words, you guys. Everyone in the comments, thank you for spending your time with us.
Thanks a lot for the new subs and the new followers. Thank you very much. We already crossed 200.
Yeah, we were not expecting.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, and thank you to all the guys. We met a lot of new faces and some familiar faces.
And I got to know more bands as well. So yeah, I'm really
even
happy.
Motassim is saying yes, please, another episode. This was fun episode. Thank you very much, Motassim, and I hope to see you again on this channel
for sure.
And don't forget to follow Gigi Arabia and Heavy Arabia on IG and all the platforms that they have. And don't forget to follow Convos and Chill on IG and FB or linktree.com/Convos and Chill. Follow this beautiful lady for the tattoo designs, which is Black Ink and Tribal and Maori on She's a Phoenix.
Yep.
And we have a brownie page.
Yeah, for people in Dubai. I mean, if I can ship, I don't know if I can ship.
Yeah, we cannot
food.
DHL brownies.
I can't DHL. Yeah, it's a dairy product. I can't. But I have a page, Brownies by Phoenix, where I just bake these delectable brownies that everyone loves. So yeah.
So Gigi, when you calm down, we got everyone hooked up.
Yeah, as soon as you're here, like we met Iman.
Iman Music. Yeah.
Iman Music. She also, I gave her a tray.
Yes,
whoever comes down always gets a tray of my brownies. So
no, Iman didn't get it. Because we wanted to meet her.
She wanted to come back again.
But she gonna calm down.
Yeah.
I'm paying you guys a visit soon. Don't worry.
For sure. Please contact us. Please contact us, and we definitely gonna meet up. And okay, yeah, I forgot.
You forgot you were
rating Hadi.
The rating Hadi.
But Gigi, stick around with us. So. Anyway, again, guys, our schedules are Sundays, Tuesdays, and Fridays, 7 p.m. Dubai. Calculate that 7 p.m. Dubai time in your own zone.
because apparently plenty of time.
England is different. So you guys take care of yourself and stay in touch and stay safe. And bye. Gigi, thank you very much for, again, being an awesome guest on the show.
Exactly.
And we'll see you guys soon.
Take care.
Cheers. Take care. Bye.